Yo,
This
is crazy. New levels, new levels. The whole crew's on that new level. Welcome to another episode of Pracazul. This is your boy Millie, of course. By my side, we have the one and only Keila Gomes, Miss Sunshine.
Hey,
How we doing, Kay?
What's up? Good so far, and you?
Doing great. This episode is sponsored by the great folks at JC
Yes.
Studio for hair and makeup. Ladies,
Go
summertime,
get your
go and get your
hair and
hair
makeup
braided,
done.
highlighted, done, did. At JC Studio for hair and makeup at 7 Westgate Drive here in Brockton, Massachusetts. Our guest today is a multi-talented singer, rapper. I'm gonna even put director in there because I know she does those things as well. She's been giving us a brand new CV sound ever since she was introduced to us by the great folks at Island Sounds. With songs like Dangerous, Sage, Mentira, Vergonha na Cara.
Yeah.
She has given us a perfect blend between like classy and edgy. I told you that last night, like perfect style. Here today to talk about her latest project, Vergonha na Cara, the many things she's done for the community as well, and her future plans. She has a lot of great news to tell us. We have the very honest, the very fearless, Queency Barbosa in the house today.
Welcome.
How you doing?
You were practicing.
I was practicing, right?
So confident today.
Yeah.
And you got to say, I'm actually start with that. Shorties.
Shorties, yeah.
Where did that
Shorty
come from?
problema, what?
Well, Shorty a problema, right? But Shorty a problema, I actually write it SHAWTY.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was
Shawty.
trying to, build that community. I don't want to say fan base, but my community.
Yeah.
And how I could include everybody. And not just women or folks that identify as women,
Yeah.
but just
Mhm.
everybody. So I thought the X would make it like an inclusive thing, but everybody's like, no, shorties is legit. I'm like, yeah, but it's not really shorty or shawty, just shorties.
Yeah.
People.
It's your
Oh,
crew,
people,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to like,
Make your
teach
own
my
brand,
folks what-
yeah.
Yeah. No, that's perfect.
So on TikTok, I try to use that a lot whenever if there's like a voiceover
Yeah.
to start with that. Oh, shorties.
I love it.
But yeah,
Instead of
It's
be like, oi, minis.
Yeah. I really, and it
Yeah.
wasn't about TikTok, but it was some like when I created like my Instagram channel. Is a channel now?
Mhm.
Everybody's great. Every
Page,
app
yeah.
has its
Yeah,
own thing.
it's
but-
channel.
So when I did it, I was like, what am I gonna call these people that come and want
The
to hear
group.
from me and want updates from me? And
Yeah.
then because I always said shorty, I call guys shorty, and they're like, "What?" I'm like, "No, like it's
Shorty,
just-
but it is actually.
I
yeah,
get it.
It
It's
is.
confusing, but
No,
we're
it's
gonna-
not confusing. Shorty is
Shorty,
I can call you
shorty.
shorty. You call me shorty.
Shorty,
If I'm for sure.
Shorty. I don't.
love it.
It don't matter
I
where
love
you
it.
identify. You
And
can
that's
get
great
it.
that you have like that following, like because a
Yeah,
lot of
it's
artists do
growing.
that. You have, what is it? Cop Chris Brown, Breezy,
Breezy.
Yeah, see breezy.
see
the Beehive.
the Beehive,
Yeah.
the bars,
Team
Breezy, yeah, right,
Rihanna
right.
has the navies
The
or
na-
something
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
that's it.
So,
I love
yeah,
that. I love that
That's
angle.
what I'm trying to. Well, organically. It's
Get
been
to
cool.
it.
Sometimes people be like, "Shorty,"
Yeah.
and I'm walking. I'm like, not even thinking. I'm like, ah.
Oh, hey, what's up? It's great to have you here. We've been talking about this for a while for you to come on the show. Ever since I saw you, where did I see you again? Oh, you were doing the Benji show, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah, you were doing as a host. We're going to talk about that too because you did an amazing job. You're like so freaking... Is it hard to pick out all these talents for reals?
I didn't. Well, at Benji, I was hosting, and I've hosted before, but that was my first comedy
Yeah.
show where people were going for comedy. It wasn't like a political event that I'm just introducing someone.
But you do that as well. Like you're like a
Comedy?
personality in comedy. You're
Oh,
great
well,
on
that's
Not
stage.
on purpose.
You're
I mean,
great-
people laugh at my stories sometimes.
Nah, they
I
do.
saw
They
that
definitely
all
do.
the time.
That's just 90% of the time is just me being me and me.
That's awesome.
But I've had some feedback like, "Oh my god, you're so funny. You should like do this type of content on TikTok."
For
or-
sure.
I'm like, I think you'll lose a little bit of the, or it's just me. I don't know how to.
No, I
explain
know
it.
it's hard
But
to
I
like.
like comedy. I think
Yeah.
like when it comes to like things I watch on TV, comedy, either if it's a show or even documentary based.
I love
like,
comedy.
is always
I
like
love comedy
yeah.
for sure. Nah, you should pursue it. Because when I saw you on stage, I was like, yo, that looks very natural. It
Benji
looks
gave
good
me
for
good
her.
feedback. He's like, "You sure you don't do comedy?"
That's great.
And then I was like, I don't know if he's like being serious or this was like a joke.
Yeah.
So to make
Nah,
us
just
laugh.
take it as a
But
really
I
thing.
took it in. Maybe
Yeah.
one day.
Benji's great.
Yeah,
though.
he is great.
He's
It was the
really-
first
he's
time
really
we
good.
met, and he was such a professional gentleman. And really, even if he didn't mean it, it made me feel really confident. So throughout the rest of the, every time we go on stage, I'm like,
I'm
that-
pretty sure he's serious about it.
yeah,
Yeah,
it
he
was
does.
nice.
Was that the only time you did that?
For comedy, yes, like stand-up comedy. I've had an invite before, it just didn't work out. The show didn't happen. I've had the pleasure of meeting Carlos Andrade in Praia the last time I went there.
He's good too.
Nice.
He's
And
good.
we were, I was talking to him, I was like, wanting to learn more about his journey, especially what is stand-up comedy in Cape Verde. I think now people, especially back at home, are more in tune with that idea and that culture and that type of event.
Yeah.
So it was nice to like learn a little bit what it is to like be a comedian.
Yeah.
And then Alexandre, which he's in Portugal as well.
Okay.
He's funny.
He's
as
another
hell.
one. Yeah, he's just another
We know
character.
personally, so it's just nice because you're seeing folks in our community that, and we've had people that's in your puxinho, right?
Yeah.
In that world, but it's nice with the digital where we're seeing it more. It's
Yeah,
more
yeah.
accessible.
And the brand is also
And-
bigger. You see, like back in the day when you saw comedians on stage, you'd be like, "That's their thing, the stage." But now you see them popping up at
Everywhere.
hosting,
Hosts, red carpets,
red carpet
Yeah,
events.
they're doing even like publicities for
Yeah.
like songs.
songs.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I had Jadson and Alexandre,
Yeah, you did.
Mikael. I've always tried to work with them, especially because of the comedy side of
promo.
things.
Yeah.
When it came to promo of my songs,
That's
and
dope.
it's been really
That's
helpful.
dope.
I think the Jadson one is probably the one that
Oh,
for
yeah.
Bestie that was like
most
not the
famous
funniest,
one.
but it definitely like reached more folks. And I think people just know that song for being in his reels and not because it's my song. But I like it. And
That's dope. Yeah.
that's how they
Yeah.
find out about
It
it.
is a
That's really
pretty
dope.
good job.
That's
Yeah.
really dope. Yeah, let's bring it back a little bit. Where were you born? Where were you
Yeah,
raised? Let's
I was
ask
born
that.
in Boston.
Born in Boston.
Then my mom moved to Cape Verde.
Mm-hmm.
So I was raised in Cape Verde
In
until I
Cape
was
Verde.
16, specifically Praia,
Awesome.
Santiago.
Specifically, or more places as well?
I say, well, because when you say Cape Verde, that can mean a lot of things. So I just wanted to be like, yeah, Santiago.
Santiago.
But I visited Mindelo a lot because that was just where I would spend most of my Christmas holidays with my
Oh, nice.
grandparents. So
Oh,
I had
nice.
the
Mm-hmm.
childhood wise of going
Mindelo.
out
Those
and
are
about.
nice, yeah.
So I'm very comfortable with speaking but Crioulo de São Vicente. So wherever I'm at, like I'm able to just, what is it? A cameo? Is that the
Oh
term?
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And just adjust to whatever the Crioulo. So Praia, and then
What's your zona in Praia?
Merichada.
Chada.
Merichada to be more.
Maybe Chad? Okay.
Oh, nice. So when you walk there, they already know who Quincy is.
I
already?
don't think Queency, no. I think,
Or Chantal.
people
right?
are even people from that know me, maybe people that know me from my childhood,
Mhm.
especially like around the end of elementary and going into high school. That's when Queency started
Mhm.
and recording songs with my friends from D Plus, like
Nice.
home studio in the bathroom.
Yeah.
type of
Was it
start.
always Quincy?
At that, yeah. Well, before no, it was just Chantel going to like school, events,
Mhm.
always dancing or singing, or I was just always on stage.
Yeah.
But until I started to go to a studio and like learn the whole idea of recording, writing, I
Yeah.
started that. I was already like 7th grade because high school in Cape Verde starts in 7th grade. There's no middle.
Yeah.
That's when Quincy really grew up because there
Okay.
was a brand. There was like a group. We were like D Plus. D Plus was a group of guy friends.
Mhm.
Majority, if not all of them, but majority of them were involved in music.
That's dope.
So they would get together a lot, and I was like the girl, like doing the chorus.
And that name just came from nowhere, or
No, I
I
was.
don't know me.
I was. I don't know. I'm a Beyonce fan at the time. Queen Bee.
Okay.
I'm like 13.
Quincy.
I'm like I'm
Okay.
gonna be Queen C.
Okay.
But I didn't want the Queen and the letter C to be separated.
Okay.
So it
Quincy,
came together
yeah.
as
Came
Queen
together.
CY, Queen C. But then people say Queensy,
Okay.
but it's Queen C.
Quincy. I know
So
you
that's
checked
how-
me
yeah.
a few
Yeah.
times on that.
And then when the camp happened, when the idea of like taking music seriously and
Yeah.
make it as part of like who I am,
Mhm.
I could have just stayed as Chantal. That's a beautiful
That
name.
could have
Thanks,
been
mom.
It is.
Chantal Barbosa.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, I have
No, but
Neo,
this is
Chantal
different.
Naomi. I have options
You just
there.
wanted to just
But I wanted
bring
to
the
I wanted to bring
that
that little
journey.
girl back
Yeah.
Okay.
because I restarted during the pandemic. So
Yeah, yeah,
it
yeah. I
was
saw
sort of
that,
a way of like, there's hope.
There's hope.
There's
So
hope.
I ended up just keeping it.
And your time in Mindelo, did you make a lot of connections there as far as music? Because you're kind of from, like, we had CJ here before.
Mm-hmm.
I'm seeing a lot of Susani coming back, which I love because I love
Mhm.
Susani as well. Like, are those like artists that you were connected to as well, or
Well,
not
when I
back
was
then?
going to Cape Verde, I was little, so I wasn't really connecting with nobody. I was just going to Praça and get home by 8 o'clock. But
That's it.
musically, Mindelo definitely shaped,
Shaped a lot.
you know,
yeah.
my access to different genres.
And I
because
was in
my
Praia.
Mhm.
in Mindelo, because my grandmother and my mom's stepdad, they lived in Mindelo, so I would stay with them. He had this giant music player for CDs,
Oh,
and like his
nice.
collection of CDs would go from like MPB to jazz
Nice.
to Morna,
Yeah,
you name it.
that's where that whole
Especially
style came.
Brazilian music. I learned a lot and listened a lot to like Tom Jobim,
Nice.
Oh wow.
Sergio Mendes, because I would go through the albums and like read the names of who was doing what.
Yeah.
And a lot of the albums had the lyrics also, right? So like
Yeah,
I would,
yeah.
Oh
and if
yeah.
I was home
was back
alone,
in the
oh, it
days.
was a whole musical.
Oh really? Yeah.
I would do novellas and then pause and play the song that I wanted in between the
Yeah.
break.
Re-
Yeah, I did a
Whoa.
lot of production in my head.
That's
when I was little.
dope. See,
So
you really have a
that's the
passion for
That
it.
is
influences,
Yeah.
like
really
Mindelo,
nice.
and then
Yeah.
my grandparents were nice to always bring me out for Findano na Mindelo Hotel. So I had
Yeah,
the
nice.
pleasure of seeing Jorge Neto live there, Dom
Wow.
Kikas live
That's
there.
awesome, yeah.
Djodje,
You were living it.
TC was still a band, like Djodje's band.
When it
so
used to
I got
be,
to,
yeah.
and my mom was, a very responsible mom. She did not let me go out. I mean, I was underage.
Yeah.
It didn't matter if it was George. She's like, yeah, but it's at 9 o'clock at this place. Like,
I can't
no,
have you.
you're
I
not
can't have
going.
you out there.
So
yeah.
when I would go to San Vicente, it was like, it's my chance. And I was their center, in Carnaval. So, I think
Nice.
Mindelo had his.
Yeah, it also has, like, whenever I have talk to the artists, they
Mhm.
always, first of all, they're always strict about, I didn't want to be a Kizomba artist. Like, a lot of them have that.
Same. I'm
you
not
know,
from there, but that was my original, like, when I
thing.
started again, I was like,
Yeah.
I don't want to be the Kizomba.
The Kizomba artist, yeah.
I
'cause
love Kizomba. I want to
Mhm.
dance Kizomba,
yeah.
but I could write it or whatever. But I didn't want that to be the first time somebody heard about Queency. I haven't written that type of genre in a while because I've just been on that hip hop and rap and rhyming.
Mhm.
Like even when I'm listening to maybe a
Mhm.
Pasada or Kizomba, I'm probably like looking for the moment that the beat's about to drop and I can rap on
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been a little bit challenging doing something else because I've just been so consumed
Mhm.
Yeah.
hip hop lately.
That happens when you're like so like multi-talented, yo. I'm telling you. That's what I told you last time too. Like your style of music, like the way that the music that you make and the way that you rap and sing, and you sing, you do both at a high level. You know what I mean? It's not like, oh, please don't rap, or no, please don't sing.
Thank you.
Stick to rap. It's both very, very balanced and both at a great high level. But yeah, so when you're growing up and you're going through like the artists that are influencing you,
Mhm.
like I don't really see anybody that you're seeing that sounds like the way you sound today. So what were your earlier early influences?
I think if we speak about like my sound, what my idea of my sound needs to be, or what
Mhm.
I'm working on, is to have that tradition. The tradition, like our traditional music, Cape Verdean
Mhm.
music, needs to be the foundation of it.
Mhm.
I listen to a lot of Sara Tavares, a lot of Lura.
Nice.
Again, just having access to CDs.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And a lot of them were actually female artists, Cape
Yeah.
Kriola's
Yeah.
artists, right?
For sure.
Tito Paris também. I had the pleasure of performing with him when I was younger.
I saw that. Yeah.
And then hip hop was just always there.
Mhm.
I was able to come every summer,
Yeah.
right, for vacation with my cousins.
Yeah.
I was downloading illegally on LimeWire. Okay, I
Everybody did.
experienced that. So hip hop, and when you think about women in hip hop,
Yeah.
right, the Nicki Minaj, Lil Kim, and I think in college, as you're saying, growing up, seeing like more female artists like in the world of hip hop.
Right now it's crazy. Like you can see, like right now
there's something I don't even know the name. It's like Lady Something, which is fine, but it's nice because there's not just that one, like just Nicki, and we're all just talking about Nicki.
Yeah,
and it's never been just Nicki. It's just how media works.
I know what you mean, but for a while there will always have to be a number one, and now you have like so many different ones. Yeah,
and then I've learned a lot about other Criollas that are also in rap, right? So we have Jadiva, Nisa Barbosa. I've spoken about her last time. Indira's doing a really good job. Sanava's doing. So it's like being able to see that, okay, this can actually work.
Yeah. You guys need to connect with each other, man. Like all to like, because the guys do it. The guys do it all the time. Yeah. So
And I one of my struggles is that I actually have not had a feature with a female artist at all.
Yeah.
There's been conversations about it, but I think the feedback that I'm giving to myself is that I need to put in more effort to make it happen the same way I did with the features that I have right now. Even though like a lot of them were people that were in my circle, we were spending a lot of time together.
Yeah.
The female artists that I'm thinking about, there are some that are here, but the ones that we initiated a conversation or we're like, oh my God, we should something, they're not here.
Yeah.
And for me, I want to spend time with you.
Exactly.
Even if it's in the studio, but like getting to know you, what your flow is about.
Exactly.
Also, what is the type of content that your art is. I'm not gonna tell you what you can't do, but I can tell myself what I don't want to.
What you don't want to do. Yeah, that's very important.
Vergonha na cara, mas EP, and you just did it like what?
Dropped it March. I dropped it in March, like every Friday of that March. It was 4 songs, so 4 Fridays I dropped a single.
Nice.
But they're all from my first EP, Vergonha na cara.
Was it all the songs written by you?
Yeah. Those 4 songs were written isolated in isolated times. But there was a pattern there of heartbreak. And then a lot of it was inspired by past relationships, exes, friends, stories that I heard by friends. And, I'll always add a little sauce to it. Because it's drama, it's art. That's what it is.
That's what it's there for, embellish.
I've been blessed to be around people that definitely has supported and contributed in the writing. But most of the time, I'm the one that I'm going to them with something that's there, something that might be missing. But I'm really open to the more people in the room, the better sometimes.
Yeah.
And I'm learning to do that, not just with writing, but even like being okay with going to different studios, working with different producers.
Do you like a full studio, or are you more like, I just need myself and the producer there?
Honestly, it depends of what the agenda of that studio session is.
Okay.
So if me and you were like, yo, let's go like check out the vibe, and we bring other people and they're there, that's fine.
Yeah.
But if it's like,
we need to get this
finish
song
this
done.
Yeah.
If people want to be there,
yeah,
you can be there. But I become very stern where I'm just
good.
like, you can see my body language and my performance don't want you
right
there.
Away. Yeah.
Yep.
So I
body
think there's
language.
time for it. Like for example, the camp, it was a lot of people, but we all knew we were going to create the project.
Yeah.
So it was normal if Kay was like, nah, Keila Safatala, because that's what we were there for.
Yeah.
But then if you're there and somebody brings a partner and they're just, sometimes they have a good feedback. But there's a time and place. And I think if you're invited,
you should shut up.
Let me turn around and be like, hey,
yeah,
thank you for being here. Like, what did you think about the 10th time that I tried to pull that verse? Yeah. So there's, I don't have a preference. I just feel like there's a time and place. I'm flexible to make it a.
There's certain people that'll be good in the studio,
opportunity.
but you have to. The regular people have to have manners when they're in the studio. Like, don't be telling me
what who's the producer that matters.
That's the most, right? Yeah.
And there's some producers that they themselves don't want a lot of people in the room.
Yeah, no, me too.
I've never been in a situation where they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna charge you this because you're bringing more people." But I've had feedback of like, today you might not want, like, unless it's somebody that's actually here to help you write, like they actually have a role in tonight.
Yeah, yep, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Do you have a certain formula when creating music? Like, as far as you, like, let's take those 4 songs that you did. So it was Mentira, Vergonha na Cara.
Mentira didn't Mentira, I dropped Mentira before the EP.
It didn't make the
actually.
EP?
It didn't make the EP, but it was sort of like the introduction of hip hop. I'm in hip hop. I'm rapping all.
Yeah, for sure.
Right?
For sure. That was strong.
But at the time, I didn't even have a plan to drop an EP. I was just gonna drop singles.
Oh, okay.
But then, to answer your question, those songs started by something bad happened. I'm angry. I'm mad.
Yeah.
And maybe I already had a beat saved, or maybe Wizard sent me that beat that day, and now I'm listening to it, and I'm sending Jardel like voice memos.
But that's what you like? You like writing to beats more than just... Because me, like... Whenever I go to the studio...
I think for rapping and stuff, I haven't caught myself like freestyling to the air.
No,
or,
never.
With nothing.
Yeah. No, but I mean like a chorus says, maybe you already have that, and then you go to...
No, I think all four of them, I had the beat, and it went with the beat.
And then you went with the beat.
But I can create melodies and do my own thing without having something.
I like
but
that,
I think for Vergonha and Cara, they were all songs that like Heartbreaker, Heartbreaker.
Was on there,
Heartbreaker was like me, like, you got to talk about yourself.
Yeah.
Because you're complaining about them, but you also got to hold accountability
for yourself.
Oh, yeah, you did that,
my role, right? So that was Heartbreaker. Vergonha na Cara was sort of after Mentira. So I wrote Mentira first. Vergonha na Cara came after. Because I'm also saying Vergonha na Cara to myself. Because then Vergonha na Cara, you just went off about Tudo Mentira.
Yeah.
And you're still dealing with the guy saying Vergonha na Cara, but...
And the Story de Amor. Can you talk about how was like all the sentiments that you had in there?
Story de Amor is
really
just
nice
a story
song.
that didn't happen. It's not going to happen. And it's funny because he doesn't even know the song is for him, but we have listened to it together.
Did you tell him?
No, because maybe he knows.
He's just acting like he doesn't know.
Because he's very active in my music world. He's supported and helped me a lot, especially when it comes to writing. But he didn't help me write that one.
Okay.
Because it's about him. Well, he doesn't know. But I came like fully like, it's ready, you know?
Maybe he knows now.
And it's about,
you were
and
involved.
it's about a situationship that just it never evolved, but I call it like, que like no story de amor, but it wasn't really a story.
I
wanted
like
it, but
it's a really like you kind of had like a mix of like I would say good melodies in there that felt like it was just like you just taking your time.
Yeah, Fádio com minha história de amor was there. I feel like the more soft. Because Fádio com me is also for the same guy. That one he knows because he really messed up.
That nigga know.
He really messed up, and I had the beat. And I did the coro. Você faz comigo, você acaba comigo.
Oh, yeah.
I just sent him the chorus, and he sent me like a sad face. Because he's like,
he
know it was about him.
Me.
But then he's like, this is actually fire. And I appreciate that we can actually I can just say how I felt.
Yeah.
And he's still like, wow, this is lit.
Yo, you gotta give some shout out to them guys because they created a lot of muses for.
I mean, YouTube is always telling me that when it comes to gender, males are the ones that engage with my content more on YouTube. And that's okay. I love that the guys are,
because it's honest. It's honest. It's not. Yeah, like like especially in our culture.
Or maybe their girls are sending them the song. They're like,
could be also, yeah.
And they're like, who's this girl? I had somebody like, yo, me and my girl we good. She keeps singing such. Why? If I don't know if she's mad at me or she's like,
oh man,
like
you're the message.
Too.
In our culture, a lot of times criollos have been given like, oh yeah, you can say that, but you can't say this.
Yeah.
Or you can't expose yourself like this. And the
have
crazy thing is,
limitations.
it doesn't really come from us as I don't think so. I don't think it comes from criollos. It comes more from other women saying, "Hey, that's no, you can't talk. You can't say that type of stuff." Yeah. So I do understand that men relate a lot to the stuff that you do because it's edgy and, like I said, also classy at the same time. Because the way you look in the shots or the way that you're showing yourself on the videos is always like that perfect blend.
Thank you know, you're too kind.
No.
I want to go listen,
honest.
I want to go rated R. I just
honest. I'm telling you.
I'm just going slow because I'm trying to make a TVMA or something in one day.
How do you deal with because you got to get some sort of criticism. It's got to be a little tough because do you get a lot of criticism and how do you deal with that? Like that edgy, the explicit stuff that you talk about?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm definitely not the girl when I'm dropping a video that I'm like sending that to the family group chat.
They're like they'll see it when they see it.
And that's honestly with anything about me or achievements. I'm
Yeah.
the one that's just like, oh, this just happened.
Yeah.
I don't know. I might have to talk to my therapist.
Yeah.
No, but to be honest, I was never. But you know, when I have had, it was always like, good job, maravilhosa, like those one words, and it's text message, so it's can't really read the room.
Yeah.
But I don't.
But are you ever like not shy, but
My
maybe a little careful with like dropping something that you're like? Oh.
I mean, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Which song? Which song was that?
I want to be more rated R with my wording, but when you think about the rules of engagement in the music industry, I feel like because I'm starting off,
especially in the
that
CV market,
can either hit it or make it, and especially in the CV market, where are the radios gonna play me back at home? I'm trying to get to the taxis, y'all. Y'all can keep your TikTok dances. I want the taxistas for my song, okay? Because that's how I grew up, you know, with the na caro na taxa, pra FM.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I'm thinking a lot about that.
The radio, yeah.
I'm definitely thinking about my
but you can always
other
make two versions also.
version. And I think I never did that until afterwards. I would be like, hey, I'm gonna go perform at this festival with CV or family oriented. Let's mute the cuss words.
Yeah.
Or instead of effing, I'm saying freaking.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
You can do
so
that.
I've felt censored before, but not because of family. I think it was more because of the roles that I've had outside of music.
Okay.
Being in politics, being in education.
Yes, that's understandable.
And at some point, I then broke through that, where like I think there's boundaries. I could set some boundaries for now of how I even want to be perceived, especially if you're getting to know me right now. I'm not the curse. I don't go out and just curse.
Yeah.
So my song,
no,
you're
it's
not gonna
not
hear that.
Part
but
of your personality like that. Yeah.
you know, because of the themes of what I've been singing, like it's normal because that's how sometimes you react in a moment. You cuss, and
just
you're mad, and you cry.
It's supposed to be
It's
in
a
your
mix,
fucking lung.
Yeah, like I was
that's
really
the
mad.
That's the only way you could say that. Yeah.
I was like, how dare you?
And you were
know?
heartbroken. Yeah. Queency,
Oui.
for all the songs that you have written, do you think that there was like a song that you felt it was like a message to our community?
All of my songs, as much as I marketed and like, I'm just dissing my ex, it's really more about me working through recognizing like how I picked them, why I behave in a certain way. People talk about red flags, about toxic and all of that, but like I've really got to like, okay, you know, and holding each other accountable and hoping that that's, you know, lessons that other people can catch as they're listening to the music, especially when we're talking about our young folks, right? They're like falling in love at 18 and they think it's like, oh my God, yung acha mãos de resto minha vida. I'm like, that could be good too, but like really try to get to know that person.
True.
I think that's what I learned.
Your experience,
other people can learn is like taking your time of learning who you are first, so you can identify your negotiables and your non-negotiables,
boundaries,
and that's like not when you're already in it. It's like even before getting with that person,
getting involved.
So I think the message overall is just like promoting healthier relationships.
Could be with friends, with
be good
partners,
friends. Yeah, because it's, you know, even when you're dating with somebody, you're both 18, when you're 31, like they're not the same person anymore.
It's different. You're not the same person too.
Yeah,
for sure.
So I think the bigger message was like just healthy relationships and, you know, and taking care of yourself. You know, crashing out is a thing, but when somebody's really crashing out, like there's more to it. It's not just that relationship or that person that they're dealing with. There's baggage is there.
Is the music like a form of therapy for you as well?
Definitely has been a form of therapy since the camp. The camp was during COVID 2021.
Yeah.
So that was my way of escaping from all the chaos then, but then realizing like, oh, this is not a COVID thing. I was already dealing with this. COVID amplified it.
Yeah.
When it comes to my mental health.
Speak a little bit about that because
it's
like you said, you know, it's very important that music be therapeutic, especially for an artist. But you also have to deal with life next to that. Next to being Queency, the artist, you also have to be Chantel. And how has that been?
It took something to like hit for me to be like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
And I was already doing therapy, Kriola, virtual, amazing. Shout out to you. I know you're probably gonna listen to this. I hope you do.
Who's that?
She's my therapist.
Yeah,
I won't mention her name so I can protect her for a
But
little
she is
bit.
Kriola?
She's Cape Verdean. I
That's
found her on
dope.
Instagram.
That's dope.
We do it virtually. We used to do it virtually. I am actually not seeing her anymore. But for 3 years, and then there was one session that I got. It was like 7:30. She just looked right at me. She's like, "Are you ready now to like pause?"
Yeah.
Because she was pushing me. I was like, you can like take out from work and like go take care of yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
And I would just always feel like, no, I can't, because the city of Boston's gonna burn. I mean, she's like,
Chantel's not there.
Let it burn, right?
it was a lot. And
Yeah.
she's like, it's not the city of Boston. Like, you need to pause and take care of yourself. Because I would do, I made that day I'm there for my job, for even music, everything. But like, I wasn't taking care of myself. And
That's
COVID
good.
happened, and a lot
very
of us just
important.
didn't even realize how much we were not taking care of ourselves.
Exactly.
We were wearing masks, but we weren't taking care of our mental. Even when there were days that were hard, because it was group therapy.
Yeah.
So I would just sit here and listen to everybody and their problems. And it was people that looked like anything.
Yeah.
Preto, branco. I don't know if they were rich. I don't know if they were poor. I mean, with certain conversations and things they would share, you would kind of
Yeah.
like, But it was an interesting journey
That's
for
great.
me. And I try to promote that every time.
And it's something that
mental
you-
health is a conversation. It's like,
Yeah.
find whatever it is that helps you. Yeah, writing is nice, journaling is nice, affirmation cards is nice, but there's some of it that you really just need a doctor.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Sometimes
And
we
also
need
just
experts to
actually
really-
go to the consultation like
and-
face by
and-
face.
Yeah, and get recommendations from your primary, whatever that is.
Is it something that you're gonna like keep in your life forever? Like the speaking to somebody?
I stopped because at this point I felt I wasn't working anymore, so she wasn't taking my insurance.
Okay.
Oh, she doesn't take my health anymore. because
Sure.
So that was hard.
That was hard, yeah.
But I felt like throughout those 3 years, I have the equipment and the tools that when things feel shaky,
Yeah.
I know how to
You could
handle
use
it
it. Yeah.
That's good.
in a healthy and positive way.
That's awesome, yo.
And for the past since January, I think February was our last session, I have not felt the need of like, I need a session.
Yeah.
Well, you missed her.
Yeah, like I
I mean, you
her
missed her, yeah,
because
of course.
for me it was like, let's keep talking because
The conversation
I think this helps. I don't want to stop. And she's like, no, but it's okay if you stop. And if
Yeah.
it's okay if you need to come back.
If you need to come
I
back.
remember talking about her on my stories on Instagram, and the next session she was like, did you like? I was like, yeah, I shared your work Instagram page. And it was nice because she was like, no, I'm not mad. Like, so many people reached out.
Reached out.
A lot of them were
nice.
Cape
See
Verdean
that?
women.
That's so dope.
And she just felt bad because she did not have the time slot to be able to work with everybody.
No, she can't.
like
she can't.
I mean, there's so much that she
But that also shows you how many people are dealing
It's
with
so
things.
needed.
Yeah. How many
and I
people
really
are
hope
dealing
our
with that.
Criollos like break the taboo of like not wanting to have a Cape Verdean therapist.
Or therapists in general, yeah.
Because or a therapist in general, but
Yeah.
there are folks that are like, amiga, crioulo, a minha tia, minha mãe, essa brinha assunto.
They legally can't do that.
Legally, they go to jail.
Yeah.
And mind you, my therapist, I know her family, of course, but we
Okay.
had never seen each other, engaged with each other. I had only seen her on social media because she's cousins of people that I went to school
Yeah,
with.
yeah.
Okay.
So I remember one of my friends were like, oh, I texted my cousin and told her I'm so proud of her work because you look better. Like, I like what I'm seeing.
Wow.
She's like, you should give her a 5-star review. I think even like when I talk about dating now, I'm like, I really want to find someone that has done the work already.
Yeah, yeah. You ain't try to fix nobody.
And that when I talk about mental health or therapy,
Mhm.
they're not like making the face because it's like, I gotta cut you off
Yeah,
now.
people don't make faces like that, do they
well,
still?
make
They
faces
do.
of like
Still, yeah.
like the thing of when I
Yeah,
say
they
make
do.
faces,
Especially
I'm saying they
for
don't believe
community, yeah.
it. Naika
Yeah.
pa meme. And they're the ones that need it the most.
It's okay.
And
It's okay.
yeah.
I had to grow from that
Yeah,
too, because
yeah.
I used to think like, well, I wasn't totally against it, but I just hated the motion that people would always
That needs
say
to be-
everybody needs a therapist. Yeah, you too. And I was like, and then I started thinking about, I was like, I think that once, everybody goes through a period in their life where they're gonna probably need to talk to somebody. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, there's a lot of people dealing with loss of parents, loss of, and I don't have that right now. But if my mama wasn't here, oh my God, I would have to probably talk to, like, there's
But
a
even
lot
your
of things that you would have to go through,
But even your childhood and how you were raised.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of stuff that we do, we just do it based on trauma, and we don't see it until someone points it out for us.
Yeah, that's true. I saw a clip of you at a podcast. I don't know which podcast it was. But they asked you something, and I think you were the one that cut it like that. They asked you something about having children in
that podcast.
and the way I guess the guy responded was a bit. I don't think he was trying to be insensitive.
I have a relationship with the guy.
Okay.
Like, we're cool.
Yeah.
And I think that was a moment of comedy for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you were sarcastic.
If you see the comments, everybody's laughing but our friend.
Oh, okay.
Because she even hit me up. She was like, she's like, this is my interpretation. Tell me I'm wrong. And I'm paraphrasing what she actually said, but it was kind of like that I used comedy to cope with whatever I was feeling with that question.
Yeah.
I think what threw me off more is because we were having a conversation and I was really into like
Yeah,
if
you
you
were
see the
into the
podcast
vibe
and
to
not
do
the
it.
reels, I was really into it and he like cut me there with that question.
Yeah.
You're just like, "Meh."
And a month before that, things had happened.
Oh, sure.
So when our friend came and asked me, like, can I say something because I felt that you were coping with something there? Then I realized I was like, oh crap, that's what I did because something did happen a month before.
Okay.
But I didn't take it in the moment. I didn't take it like disrespectful. But I totally get what the feedback would be about people just asking women like, when are you having kids? So do you have kids? It's not even about when you're having kids, but do you have kids?
Yeah.
And mind you, I just said, this guy has a relationship.
Yeah, but that's
But
a
I'm not
loaded
saying
question,
we go way back, but that could be something that he would
It's
have
a loaded
known.
question for a lot of women, yeah.
But I didn't. Like,
Especially
once
when
it
you
was
get
brought
to
to
a
my
certain
attention,
age.
what was it? I was like, oh crap! Like, I didn't even catch it in the moment because I am the type to be like, "Kada preguntar," or that could have been my moment of like, I don't want to talk about it. But I just, it wasn't live.
Because it's something that especially when you're. And I'm not saying this that in a wrong way, but a lot of women when they reach a certain age, people are gonna start talking about it a lot, and
me too.
It's not a dope conversation to have though.
No, listen, I used to be the girl that would say never credo, not in this economy. I'm good. I don't want to feel like somebody depends on me and I think a lot of that is just me going through my childhood trauma and feeling like I don't want to repeat the cycle where it could be I want to break the cycle.
Yeah.
Seeing my circle, I'm like, oh. But going back, you gotta take your time knowing the people, the person that you're with.
Yeah.
I really want to make sure the father of my
don't get fooled by those cute faces.
I just want to make
important.
sure the father of my child is a great father.
That's important. Yeah.
Wants to be a father.
I think that's where the roster's not rostering
It's important.
right now.
Yeah, it's important, yo. And also, I'm telling you, I had my first kid at 32, and I am so happy that I waited.
Didn't you live?
Yeah.
Some people are like, oh, I want to have kids at this age.
So 32, I wasn't
I can
even
be
thinking
young
about it.
and I can run with my kid. I'm like, I'm not running with my kid. Let the kid run.
Let it run. No, but it's also important about you knowing who you are at that point. And at 22, you don't really, like, you think you do, and then you hit 32, and then all of a sudden you're a different person.
The ex from 6, that was it. He was like, we finished college. Let's move back to Boston. He's like, I'm thinking about getting married and having kids. And I'm like, I'm in grad school.
Yeah.
And I want to move to Cape Verde one day. Like, are you going to move to Cape Verde one day with me?
There's a lot of things to talk about.
The negotiables.
And mind you, I was very invested in the family. He's very invested in my family. Like, it felt like that was the perfect pathway. But I'm the one that's like, but I'm trying to go to Amazon. Like, I don't want to
do a lot of different things.
stop.
Right?
And for women, a lot of times we're the ones that are stopping. And one time he was like, I'll be the stay-at-home dad. I was like, all right, I really don't want to have this conversation. I don't want to do it. And we're here
man,
now.
you got it. That proposed?
Yeah, it was no. And you know, today we don't speak, but I know he's a really good father. Shout out to you.
Shout
and
out.
you know,
but
I don't regret it. I just feel like it wasn't my story.
Let's talk about that song real quick. The 6. You did well, where did idea come from to doing that series episode that you did? Because that was really dope.
I would, you know, me and my brain and my team of me, creating a marketing plan.
Yeah, exactly.
And you know, reels and series tend to, you know, be really good way of.
Did you get good responses from it?
Some of the postings did more than others. It was fun for me because I was really challenging, like being someone that creates content and edits, and because I don't like that. Like that's just not me. Most of my stories is so raw.
Yeah.
Like on TikTok, I'm trying to do better. And so it was a learning opportunity for me of how like what is this to manage posting series and making time for edits and recording and trying and
exactly.
So that was fun and but yeah, it was really just I need to do something. I can't just
song. I love. I think that's my favorite. What's your favorite song? Like if I just met you, right, and I said, "Yo, Quincy, like, I need 3. So let me hear 3 songs." And
of Queency, Bestie. Mentira.
Mentira, okay.
Wow, those 2 favorites of mine.
I like Fajo Kumi.
Yeah, that was dope.
Oh yeah, that was good.
Because I gave you, because I'm trying to show you a little bit of what I can do with
everything.
Rapping.
Yeah.
Dance. Is it dance hall? Bestie is more of a dance. It's not pasada, but
yeah, it's like a blend to it.
You know what I mean? Because you could dance to it, but it's not really pasada.
Yeah.
And then Fajo Kumi reminds me a little bit of R&B.
True. Dangerous was.
Yeah.
So you did some
Dangerous
great ones.
Like, let's just add Dangerous because that was my first time playing around with rapping, and Young G just made it so easy for me to like feel comfortable with it.
Awesome.
Because he was in a studio, it was his song.
Oh, it was his song.
He's there, like he did the chorus. I'm like, I'm just there.
Que ele chora
just minding my business, right? Well, I was sitting there, we're hanging out. Esse studio session me salab. Sa Tobi, sa Tadeu com cabeça.
Yeah. Vibe into it. Yeah.
And then he's like, I think he said for me to try doing the chorus for him. So I did the chorus. But I'm already writing the verse in my head.
That's good.
So then I showed him the verse. And then later on, he was like, yo, fica com música. I'll just feature. And then he ended up being in the chorus. And I kept the song as mine now.
That's your song.
But it was his
That
thing.
was a good dude.
That's dope. Sometimes things work like that, though.
Yeah, Young G, he's so awesome. Like, even with the video and stuff, like, he's
just like,
so easy to work with. He's just like, I'm just here. You let me know what to do.
Yeah.
And I like that. He was invested, but he also, like, I could tell that he really wanted me to, like, own the moment. And we got a really good feedback from Dangerous, because that was my first time really, like, rapping. I was like, damn, are people going to like this? And from there, Mentira came, right? Fajo Kumi as well. And Bessie was just, I did that for an artist. They didn't end up taking it. So then I was like, I'll just do it myself. The producer, DJ Djodje, sent me the beat. And the name of the file was Dance Hall Neyna. So I was like, were you doing this thing for Neyna? He's like, no, but her songs inspired me. Like, yeah, it's inspired it. I was like, ooh, I'm going to just write something then. So in my brain, I'm like, we're going to do something for Neyna.
Yeah.
She loved the track. She gave me feedback.
Okay.
And at the time, her EP hadn't come out yet. So she was like, oh, no, right now I'm working on other things, which is fine.
Yeah.
I just, because for me, like, I need because I like to write. Like, I want to do a lot of writing and demos for the artists. Like, I want to study
That's
artists.
Nice, yeah.
So I did that one for her. And then I did one also for Paulinha, especially with her just coming out. Just, you know.
You wrote a song for Paulinha?
She didn't take it either. But I don't know. I presented it, and the feedback that I'm getting makes me like confident.
Yeah, they say it's
because they're
not
listening
the right, not the right
it. You know what I mean? Like, they're
now,
listening to it.
That's dope.
And I know my time will come. I'm not even saying a feature. Like, I just want to be able to be in the room and like, yo, Queency, escreve em aquela coisa ali, and I'm just
or you already
there.
have it
or I'm
there.
like in Paris and somebody FaceTime me like, yo, listen to this thing. And I'm like, you know, I want to do that more than be the singer.
True.
Like I want to be, you know, a cultural agent. I'm shaking the table. I'm mentioning your name when you're not there. Helping develop other artists, finding talents,
that's really nice.
curate an event.
Yeah, that's a great seat to have though in the studio. Like the person,
it's
the
so
creator.
Much fun,
yeah,
I like the camp
because there's not a lot of pressure, and it's like you're directing. It's like directing yourself in a way, but it's another person that you're doing.
Yeah,
like you're directing the whole. And
song. It was a good experience. Awesome. It didn't work out, which is fine. But for me, it was like a good experience of like. One, to even be able to show to them was like a privilege and an honor. Yeah. And their body language showed me it was like
that they really loved it.
And you know, Neyna was like, "Drop it." I was like,
"That's dope. That's dope." See, hey, then that's a good connection to have for future.
And I'll show you all the song for the one that I envisioned for Paulinha. I don't think it's a dead end.
I don't think so.
Try
either.
again.
No.
Because I just really like the song, and it's really inspired by her and her journey.
What kind of genre is it?
It's called Cisca Buchora.
Oh wow,
It's kind of
her vibe, yeah.
I thought the theme of it because it's about Nyaramaka Buchora. So I have like to think about the song "Runaway" by Ludacris and Mary J. Blige.
Oh, okay.
So that inspired the idea of having different characters in different situations.
That's a good song though.
But it's really about sisterhood coming together, and I have you here, and I think she embodies that, especially when it comes to recovery.
Yes, it does.
Island Sounds. Let's talk about the crew a little bit. You guys first came on with Centravon. Was that the first thing that you guys did?
So Centravon came out of the camp.
Came out of the camp, yeah. That's what I mean. That's what I mean.
So the camp was the camp.
Yeah.
Of course, Island Sounds was the brand.
Yeah.
But at the time, it wasn't like, oh, this is a band that's coming together to be here forever.
It was like
it was a project.
A project.
Like Dreamville.
It's a good project to have because then you can kind of figure out who likes it, who fits, and who doesn't. And then they always can go their own way.
After that, invites went out to individual artists about, hey, we're actually going to make this into a label / agent. Do you want to join Island Sound as that?
As that, okay.
You have myself, Mauro Delgado, Biggie D, Unknown,
yeah. Fred's not there.
No. Like, for example, Fred didn't get an invite because Fred has his crew.
Yeah, his own thing. Yeah.
Somebody music, which was, self-explanatory. But
what's the other guy named Jay?
Young G.
Young G,
The Young G, which we featured in Dangerous. But yeah, so that's how it came out. So Centravon started with the camp. But if you talk about what Island Sounds is today, it's really more of a
booking.
It's a community
agency.
Yeah.
I mean, Jardel does way more than booking, to be honest. I can really talk to him about anything music related.
That's good.
He went to AMI with me, Atlanta Music Expo.
That was very nice.
Really was there selling not only me but all of his artists and
awesome.
Finding like what's the next festival that we can apply to and go. I'm actually working on one that's going to be in Italy. Hopefully I get it. And that's just by having someone like him in the room that was making the networking with those big cultural agents, and I just had to worry about my show.
That's
right?
awesome.
It's like, make sure you apply.
So I'm really grateful for the camp because it did basically create the foundation and the idea of me even doing music for real, and not just like, oh.
And it was everybody in the studio for one day or multiple days?
The camp was 72 hours. It was from a Friday to Sunday, Friday night, like late night. Centravon was done like Friday to Saturday, overnight.
You guys stayed over?
We rented a house in New Hampshire, somewhere outside of Massachusetts. We did a home studio.
That's awesome, yo.
And the beats were all we didn't get anything prior. Everything happened in the spot.
Everything was raw.
I met Maura that day. We picked her up. I was like, "Who's this girl?"
Yeah, you told
and then and our bond has just been amazing.
No,
it's
awesome. Yeah,
I don't like saying little sister because sometimes I feel like she's my big sister because she's so much more mature.
She's so mature at that age, right? Yeah.
Like she's so, but it was like her first time there, so like it was cool to be like, I've done this. How can I help you?
Why didn't you guys do it again? Actually, like that sounds like a very
in the past it was a
very
talked
good
about
formula,
bringing, but always bringing.
Doing
For example, because myself, Biggie, and Maura stayed as official artists, we would always participate. That the plan was that we would always participate and then bring new and OG artists to create that same idea.
As being a part of the Boston School Committee, you have done so many things for the Cape Verdean community, and also you have worked like hand to hand to the city, Boston City Hall. Is there like a project that you have done that you felt like very proud, and you felt like that there was like a lot of good outcomes for our people?
So I started at City Hall before I was appointed on the school committee as a Cape Verdean liaison under Mayor Walsh at the time. And this was right when COVID hit. I'm going to say something I did during that time was that all materials that were COVID content, anything that was about COVID, used to be translated to the top 10, whatever languages most spoken in Boston. Like, they had to go live at the same time as English. Not something that Millie had to go and ask and then they're going to go and translate. So I had a little dialogue with colleagues about adding Cape Verdean Creole. Like, Cape Verdean Creole needs to be the language that ought to put in English, but say Creole tudo no mesmo. And there was a lot of pushback about, oh, but we already have Portuguese. I'm like, yeah, but are we trying to make the information more accessible? I'm not asking you to replace it. Because there's other folks in Boston that speak Portuguese that are not Cape Verdean. That's not what I asked.
Exactly.
So I was able to go downstairs to the mayor.
Nice.
Thank you so much, Mayor Walsh. That's something that he was like, yeah, I don't understand why we're not doing that already. That day, I felt like, I know that department's going to get mad at me because, but it was necessary.
Exactly.
Like, I was on the ground, giving out hot meals to, our vovos in public housing in Boston.
Wow.
And to be able, even if they couldn't read it, but it was good to be able to give them the option, set up a português or Creole stella.
That's really nice.
School committee,
Thank you.
and school committee was also related to language, but that was work that's been done since I was a BPS student, which is a dual lingual program that will be for not this upcoming academic year, school year, but the 26-27, starting with K1. So that would be K0, K1.
That's really awesome.
So that would be nice too.
So what's happening exactly in that program?
So the dual language program, meaning if you're a newcomer, you'll be able to learn the material not only in English but also in your native language. So
newcomer, like let's say you're a kid that comes from Cape Verde. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. That's really great.
So we're starting with all the way to kindergarten, and then every year they'll add a class.
Yeah. Wow.
Nice.
We've seen that, Haitian Creole was established, Vietnamese was established, and we've had great success on the student outcomes.
Maybe your mom could be a teacher there too.
It will be the first one in the country.
That's awesome.
Because we have bilingual, like in Brockton and Boston, but the dual language is a little bit different.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. Is it a fulfilling job, like the being part
school
of
committee?
Yeah, being part of the school committee.
I think I wanted it to be a full-time.
Yeah, that's what people usually
appointed,
don't know. Yeah, it's
and like I said, is the only city, the only municipal in the state that still does appointments instead of election.
Oh yeah.
And that can have, some conversations and narrative that, well, if the mayor it's putting you there, then you're a puppet.
Or people saying that you're not the right person or the person for the people.
Like you're just
you don't qualify.
There, right?
Yeah.
And I was the youngest, first Creole, the youngest ever. Wow. So I think the challenge that I had was.
That's pretty
I'm
good.
not retired, right?
Yeah.
So I actually have a job.
Yeah.
So what time am I actually gonna go visit a school?
Yeah.
What time can I actually make time to meet with a staff or someone member?
Yeah, it's very hard.
So I had a job that was flexible. I was able to do a little bit, but I wish it was full time. But it was nice to, sit at the table and see that they actually cared about what the hell I had to say.
Yeah, exactly.
When I announced that I was resigning because I'm moving to Cape Verde, I could just see like but why?
How did they take it?
I mean, for me, it's a sweet and sour.
Yeah.
I feel like I still have more to do here in Boston and give here in Boston. But I think there needs to be a shift where I'm doing more for me.
Exactly.
And an opportunity has come up to like go back to Cape Verde, and I didn't feel guilty of like, oh, if I leave, the city of Boston is gonna crumble. I was
like you were saying,
I'm going to leave and hope for the best.
Yo, I love it. I love this dedication of yours because, well, you just said it. You dropped the bomb on us saying that you're moving back to Cape Verde, which is
it's great. It's
I don't want to actually say bomb because it's actually a beautiful thing what you're doing. It's I've thought about it doing it as well in my journey. So what led for you to make that decision for you to go back to Cape Verde? And the reason that I say that's so awesome is because everything that you've just learned here in the school committee in your journey here is gonna definitely work out over there as well.
I've always said it out loud, but it never felt like it would happen because of the jobs that I've had.
Yeah,
I would feel like they were long-term commitments, and was this unhidden, unspoken expectation that I'm supposed to keep moving up and be this thing in the industry that I picked.
Yeah.
And I hit a wall. I was like, I love education. I love politics, but I don't want to build my career doing those things. So I got laid off in October of last year. And I keep finding job applications on the things that I said I no longer wanted to do, but I still needed to pay my bills.
Still gotta pay your bills.
But I didn't have a strategic plan of like, I'm moving to Cape Verde. This is how much I'm going to save. I did not do that.
You just did it.
I want to make it very clear to people. Don't ask me for advice now. Because it's been prayer, the ability of going to CV and the ability of knowing the who's.
Yeah.
Because that is real, but also believing that I do have the talents and the equipment and the tools.
Yeah, exactly.
I've been in the professional world for now very close to like 8-9 years. Like I know I have the experience and I know I can bring it back home.
Exactly.
So having those conversations of people seeing me as like, oh, you're Chantal. No, I mean Chantal, and these are the things that I do that y'all don't see on Instagram.
Exactly.
Right? So and it's a privilege for me to say that I'm leaving when we think about the political climate right now.
Yeah.
Because I was born in Boston, so I'm able to come back.
Come back whenever you want, yeah.
But yeah, I just decided, I'm not going to get another job in the U.S. Let me keep trying to get something in
Good
CV.
For you, yeah.
And it worked out. And
good for you. I think there's a lot of people that would have wanted to make that change that you're making right now.
What do you think is going to be a new challenge for you by just moving to Cape Verde?
I think overall adjustment. I'm not necessarily moving where I grew up, right, in Praia or Santiago. I'm moving to a totally different island.
Yeah.
So I think the idea of being accepted as well. But my journey, I've always gotten out of my comfort zone.
That's really
so great. I'm not afraid. I feel like I've
just
went through it. It's just a new location, new people.
Yeah.
Feels like I'm starting from zero, and that's okay.
That's awesome.
When it comes to like building a new community for myself, I think professionally, it's going to be challenging as well because, I've been speaking English more than Portuguese for the past 15 years, but
I think you'll be fine.
I think with AI, I'm going to survive.
Oh, no, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Do you have plans to doing a lot of things musically as well?
Yes. Yeah? I mean, the real reason that I want to go is to have more access to like CV, the culture, the environment, and the people. We have a lot of people here in the U.S., Massachusetts, Rhode Island, but coming together is always logistically a nightmare.
Tougher, yeah, for sure.
And I think CV makes things a little bit more easier. And I mentioned I don't want to just be the singer, but I want to be the A&R, the label, the artist developer, and there's folks in CV that I would love to network with.
You're the perfect person to do that, though. You're the perfect person because you've gotten so much knowledge already, and you're also like I tell you all the time, you're a super talent. Like you multi-talented in different things, which is great. You
so much in your resume.
Next week, because I'm just come here just to hear
just to hear those things.
Let's do it tomorrow.
No, you've also been credited as a director in a lot of your songs. Featuring Benjamin Teixeira. I saw him as well, but there's always your name on it as well. So when you go into directing, you're not just like, okay, guys, you guys do this. You actually involved in a lot of that.
It's very overwhelming. I get really overwhelmed because I'm the actress, but then I'm involved in the directing and the producing of it. But Benjamin makes things easy, smooth. He's professional, most boss, Tambe, CJ. But I all my music videos, I did have a hand on like what the storyline was. what the scenarios were, and open for feedback because these videographers have also worked with so many people, know locations that I don't know, venues that I don't know.
What about the looks, like your
Yeah,
outfits?
talk about Monteiro video clip because that was really dope.
That was, that was me.
The whole outfit, wearing your track, like
but
the
for
green
6,
track.
I work with Kathleen Vega on my outfits.
Nice.
She's a designer as well.
Okay.
And I actually wore pieces of her collection.
6 is the one you have the blazer?
Red with unknown, yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
The blazer, yeah.
Yeah, that's dope.
I think all of it but the robe. The robe is from Tartar. And it was nice because it was pieces that she used for her collection. I believe it was like her senior year of college. So it was nice to sort of repurpose it. And I always have my friends, girlfriends, and when it comes to the video, the makeup, hair,
They're always
everything
there
else
for you.
is always people that came and supported.
That's really nice.
The shot.
But it can be over. I'm a very overwhelmed person in those times, so I always apologize to people before we even start. I'm very serious. My face is my body language is gonna give you very serious.
This is not like anxious.
Yeah.
Very anxious, and thankfully, these majority of time, they all just like ignore me, even if I'm like a diva in the moment. And I mean, well, it's just I want
to get the job done. Yeah.
To hire everybody, and I just go and I just want to show up. I'm okay with just showing up.
Oh, we know all about that.
And I just want to show up and okay. Without having to think, because you can. It's exhausting.
Yeah.
I leave this a lot of times with no voice. Thank God I don't have shows every day. But with the same, but and I leave exhausted. And I've heard stories of artists like doing so much, like overworking themselves when they have to go perform. They're dead. Like they can't even move, they can't sing, they can't sing, their voice is gone. So, but it was worth it.
Let's talk a bit about performance as well. I've seen you on stage. Well, I've seen videos of your stage. I don't think I've ever really seen you live. No.
Just at the comedy, but that wasn't.
At the comedy, yeah. But yeah, did you sing there as well?
No.
No, you didn't. I think you was mostly doing comedy that day.
I joked about it. I was like, they asked me to sing, but these promoters, they don't like paying local artists.
You did talk shit to them. That's good. But no, you're very you feel like very free on stage. Like, do you do a lot of rehearsing, or is that just all come natural to you? The way you're moving, the way you're going up, going
live
down?
In the US logistically is a nightmare.
Yeah.
So I did a lot of playback with my mic on.
Yeah.
But not a lot of rehearse because I never had like a band until an Atlantic Music Expo.
Yeah,
that was the first time full on band, 41 hours of rehearse.
That was really
in ears, like people were saying things like that when we at the studio, like, oh, I'm forgetting the word. It was a word. They use that word so much. I was like, I'm about to make a song with that word because learning all these technical things.
In real time. Yeah,
people giving me feedback. I'm like, I don't even know what you're saying. How do I apply that? So I'm comfortable on stage, period. That's either hosting, dancing, singing. I did pageants. Like, I just feel like the stage is definitely like my safe.
All right, cool. Well, what's been your toughest challenge like in this music?
Money.
That's the biggest one. Budget.
Independent artists. Mm-hmm. It hurts.
The social media side, you like that as well?
Money on videos and not necessarily seeing the return of investment. But sometimes the return on investment is not overnight. Mm-hmm. And I'm just going to keep on pushing. But it definitely is. And I think it's slowing me down a little bit of like actually being able to be consistent with dropping projects. Like I dropped Vergonha with no videos and I'm seeing the impact of it. Yeah. I'm not seeing the numbers. Yeah. But it's more like, okay, I'm learning. Because me and Djodje sat down, he's like, there's really a format and they're not sharing that with us. Yeah. Because we know people in the music industry. We've we'd had parties. But then I realized like, nobody's really giving me the formula. Yeah. Because there's something has to be. Talent is there, right? But it's money and just.
And it could be super frustrating. That piece.
And we gotta study, y'all. Like us music artists, it's not just having the voice and knowing how to write, but knowing the laws is important. Yeah. Really learning how this industry operates, so you don't get screwed with promoters, with managers, with other artists. True. We see so much drama on social media. when an artist feels like, they're not being paid fairly, but you didn't even read the contract.
Yeah.
And a lot of us didn't become artists because we went to Berkeley College School of Music, right?
Yeah.
It happened organically, but then you trust somebody.
But in the CV market is even tougher because the structure is not there.
It's so different, yeah.
So it's really, really hard. You see, that's why I tell people all the time, look,
yeah,
get your bag on stage because
and understand what's going on there.
Yeah,
and there's different institutes now and entities when it comes to like copyrights, songwriting rights, and all of that.
True.
So I want to dive a lot more into that and understand.
That's awesome.
Not only as an artist, but like I said, if I'm gonna help, or my plan is to help develop other artists, I need to come holistically, not just say, let me book you at the studio. I know this comedian that can help you with the reels, and I know Kachupina, we're gonna get you at the next I Love COVID. Like it needs to be holistic. There's way more to that.
I get it.
I want to be realistic too. I do not want to be the artist that's like, "Minsan ko bro, $1,000 pa month." No, I gotta make sure my project is also giving
that.
The numbers. Because it's really about the numbers. Like these promoters are looking at your numbers.
Yeah.
Not a lot of them are actually looking at when you're on stage how you perform.
But that's actually very important.
Which I feel like that needs to come as the number one.
That is super important.
Because I've had people like, and I've told them, you have the talent, but your character and your lack of professionalism.
Yeah.
Like to me, that comes for me, I'm like the connector, I'm the communicator, and I did that a lot in music, right?
Type of therapist.
And then some people, and some people are just like, no, it's about who you are first. Yes,
the
music
image,
and talent comes, your image. But what things be follow for young?
That's true.
That's true. They're the ones that are going to either open that door or close that door, and there's really a blacklist.
There's a blacklist.
Blocked.
Is it a blacklist? There's like a list
Lista
of people that are blocked.
They put you on.
Blocked. So, I mean, I don't want to ever feel like I can't move the way I want to move or be me or authentic because of that. But
of the limitations.
Talent é tudo.
Is there a song that you sing that you feel the energy from the public?
Bestie and Centravão.
Oh.
Yeah.
Centravão always, yeah?
Centravão and Bestie. Centravão, because a lot of people that know me from that song, and it is a vibe song.
It is a dope song.
Even though I don't really perform it. I feel like everybody needs to be there for me to perform it.
You can put an hour show with all the songs that you have.
Yeah.
You can.
You have a
and
lot
like I
of
said,
stuff.
if it looks the way it's supposed to look on stage, performance, lights, cut off,
I wish you were there, Ami. It was so great.
Oh man, I wish. I definitely. And
is there a full video on YouTube for that?
Yeah.
I didn't have the budget to get a video.
I'm saying
I don't know.
From them.
Good question, though.
Probably.
They weren't streaming it, though. I know they weren't streaming it outside, but if there's documentation, it's probably more like after movies.
Yeah, it looked like you were very comfortable and you look very pretty too.
I was nervous.
Yeah, when making a song like BPM, do you contact Grace and be like, yo?
I actually did. Well, my mom knows him really well, so I asked Mama, like,
so you
can you because one of the things I didn't know. What's the process? Like, do I call Grace? Or is it the producer?
Yeah.
So
it's
there's
like those
nothing
things,
in writing that they accepted anything. But he listened to it. He approved it.
Oh, that's good.
And then when I dropped it, he also posted the reels, the Out Now.
Oh, there you go.
And every time he sees me, we smile. And I'm like...
Grace is dope. We love Grace. Yeah, quick top threes.
Yes.
All right, let's do it. Top 3 favorite TV places?
I had said Quebra Canela, Praça Grande na Mindelo.
Praça Nova. Yeah.
E Praça Nova. Sim, Praça Nova.
Praça Nova, yeah.
Praça Grande, no, Praça Nova. And then I had Plateau.
Plateau.
Yeah.
Where's Plateau?
Plateau na
Praia.
Praia.
Downtown.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, downtown de Praia.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I guess
I've been there. I didn't even know I was there.
It's busy as hell.
Favorite Cape Verdean artist? Top 3?
Sara Tavares. I'm blanking. Definitely Sara Tavares is always there. Mayra Andrade. And then it was so hard.
Put a guy in there.
No.
You know what? I was trying to make it. I actually thought about it.
Put a guy in there.
No, don't
Mark
do
Delman
it.
has been the latest. But
Mark
if
Delman?
we're talking about a guy, his album is just
It's
Oh,
so
yeah,
fire.
so fire.
Everybody's
It
saying
is.
that, yo. I gotta really
you
listen
gotta
to it.
listen
Really?
to
I
You
gotta
didn't
really
listen to
it.
it?
I've listened
So
to like
good.
little
It
things
was
here
so
and there,
good.
but
I have
haven't
like
listened.
lyrically-
five
Yeah.
songs that I love.
Well,
I feel
always
bad
knew
for
that.
anybody that can't understand Creole.
I
for
always knew
instance.
that about him. Like lyrically, he's strong.
Yeah.
But
And he writes
everybody's
for
saying that
people.
this project of his is amazing.
Listen to Nepate. That's my favorite.
Favorite TV food? Top 3?
I don't know. I want to say cachupa.
Cachupa. You gotta say cachupa.
Torasma.
Cachupa fresco.
Cachupa fresco.
Rica. Bit pork.
I just blanked. What's the other way de fazer cachupa?
Oh,
I forgot.
refogado.
No, but I like it fresco.
Fresco.
So, torasma e pássaro atum.
Pasta de atum.
Spaghetti
Okay.
with atum. Atum de lata
Yum.
de Cabo Verde.
Oh, the red one?
It has to be the, yeah. I don't like the tuna.
The tuna over
can
here. American food sucks. I'm so happy that you're going over there.
I'm gonna miss
Everything's
McDonald's.
gonna change. Your skin already looks great, but it's gonna look greater. The hair,
man.
everything's gonna change. for
You're
you.
gonna get a tan.
I know, right? And the
Everything.
Cape Verdean 10. Queency, I am so happy that you came by. I am so happy that we got
We
this
are
interview
so
with you
happy.
before you left. And we are so happy for sure. I'm sorry. I'm
Yes.
sorry, my co-host. Oh my God.
cut me off.
jeez. No, I ain't cutting you off. Shout out to Lorreta too. You know,
Yes.
Cabo in the
She's
back.
in spirit and Cabo
But
back, yeah.
yes, please make sure you continue in music. You know, I know you're starting a whole new journey, but you really got a talent for this. It looks like you've been doing this for like the longest time, but you've only tried it for like 4 years. So, you know, I think the best music for Queency is yet to come. And I can't wait to hear it. I can't wait to hear it through your
Thank you.
music, through your
Wishing you all the
journey.
best.
You know, the heartbeat really brings a lot of good music. But
Yeah,
get a
it
good
is.
guy this time. and make sure that we get in that music from you as well.
Manifesting it.
Yeah.
I know.
Gotta do
But
it.
All the way
yeah,
forward.
thank you so much for coming by, yo. I
Me
really love
imagina
it.
o Rocha com rapaz de fogo.
I will be happy. As long as it
Ai,
tem
Neyna.
chon, something, coisa de
So
vinho.
good.
I don't know.
I like it. I love it. I love it.
But thank you for having me. I really appreciate
Very
you all
thankful
creating
you came.
space for us to, for me to share my journey.
For
and
sure.
Hopefully sparkle interest into
Eu virei
people
novela.
that heard me for the first time today.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching us today. Make sure you subscribe to the channel.
Yeah, subscribe, like,
YouTube
comment.
the YouTube page, what is it? Instagram page.
TikTok.
We got TikTok. We got all that stuff going.
YouTube,
All right.
YouTube.
Shout
Yeah.
out to my co-host,
Shout out to you.
CKay.
And to our guests.
Yeah,
And we
and
saying
to our beautiful guests for sure.
Bye-bye.
And we'll see you guys on the next. Deuces.
Bye.